Hey, what's going on, Pisces? Butch here. I'm going to do your April monthly read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Crow Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Pisces for April 2023? All right, Pisces. So the first thing I have is I feel like this is someone that you already know. And I feel like with this person, I do get a sense that this person has always been hiding something from you. And I feel like them hiding this from you has caused them a lot of anxiety. I mean, we have the Seven of Swords. I feel like they're not being completely honest. I feel like, with that Nine of Swords, I feel like this person, what they're hiding from you has been stressing them out. I feel like there's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of late nights not being able to sleep. I feel like it's causing them to feel defeated. I feel like it's almost like they've already come to the conclusion that they've lost without even putting in the effort. And they keep themselves in that self-imposed prison with that Eight of Swords. Keeping you at an arm's distance, because I feel like it's more of a self-preservation with this person. I do feel like you have a friendship with this person, and I feel like they want more, and I feel like you want more. But the thing is this person, what they're not telling you is everything. What they're hiding from you, what they're not sharing with you, all that is all the big things. What they want from you is not that different than what you want from them. It really isn't. But I feel like this person is scared. I feel like they have a lot of fear, like I said, a lot of fear and anxiety. And I feel like it causes issues between the two of you. I feel like there's a lot of hot and cold energy, and I feel like it is causing chaotic energy, because it's like two people that want the same thing, but one person isn't being honest about it. But the reason they're not being honest is, like I said, it's out of fear. They're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid that you may not feel the same way as they do. I feel like the way they feel about you is something that they weren't expecting. I mean, I feel like they dream about you. They fantasize about you. I mean, you're the only one they think about. But the problem with that, like I said, the problem with that is they don't think about anybody else, like I said. And they don't want to be with anybody else. But they weren't expecting to fall as fast and hard for you as they did. And I feel like that gives them a lot of fear, because they don't know what to do with that. I mean, they're looking at the worst possible case scenarios. I feel like this person's severely overthinking the situation. Because I do feel like you're on the same page. I feel like you want the same thing. And they're just afraid of getting hurt. That's their biggest fear. Their biggest fear is that they want you more than you want them. Their biggest fear is going all in and getting hurt. And that's a common problem with people that, fall for somebody, especially when they weren't expecting it. is because they're afraid that they're going to give more and not get what they, get back. They're afraid they're going to love too much and not be loved back. Like I said, there's a lot of overthinking going on in this person's mind. They're spending a lot of time in their own head. I mean, we have the Hermit as well. They're not picking up on the signs. They're not, they're just spending too much time. It's almost like they're talking themselves out of this. But they don't want to, if that makes sense. I mean, this person wants to be with you. This person wants to nurture this connection. This person wants to give to you. With that Six of Pentacles, this person wants to show up for you. They want to give to you. They want to give you everything. But they're afraid that it's not enough. They're afraid that they're going to lose you. And all they're going to do is they're going to put themselves out there and be vulnerable. They want to go all in. But the problem with going all in a relationship for them is almost like going all in poker. There's a chance you could lose. And they're afraid. That's the biggest fear that they have. But like I said, I do feel like the thought of losing you is going to cause this person to finally show up. I feel like this person has a confession, and they're going to confess how they truly feel. Because they're afraid. Like I said, I mean, we got the Queen of Swords. I mean, their fear is powerful, but the way they feel about you is more powerful. And I feel like it's going to cause them to finally open up and be honest with you. I feel like they're not going to hold back when they talk to you, and when they tell you, there's no more holding back for this person. They don't want to live with that regret of having the chance but losing it because they weren't big enough, or they weren't, they weren't sure enough. Like I said, I do feel like there is some soul searching here that this person is doing. And I feel like that's what's going to cause this person to show up for you. And that's what's going to cause this person to be honest with you about how they truly feel. Because, sometimes the battle within us isn't even, we don't even know about it because it's in that subconscious area. Sometimes things, we make bigger deals of things that don't really matter. Or sometimes we make, sometimes we even create problems. It's almost like like I said, it's a self-preservation thing. It's almost like we're trying to convince ourselves that we're wrong. But like I said, this person is going to come to you and they're going to be honest. And they have a confession for you. And that confession will be the answer to everything that you've been wondering. That Lover's card is a deep connection that you have with this person. And it's not something that goes away lightly. It's not something that we should, pass up on. And I feel like they're seeing that. And that's what's going to cause them to finally take that leap of faith and be honest with you and tell you how they've been really feeling. Letting go, nurturing this connection, letting go of what's holding them back. That's what's going to cause us to move forward. That's what this person is finally going to do. And like I said, it's been a long time coming, but it's coming. Sometimes that resistance we feel when we're with somebody that we're meant to be with, sometimes we have resistance. I mean, everybody always thinks that when you meet that person you're meant to be with, it's just going to come easy and naturally. And sometimes it does, but a lot of times it doesn't. It takes work. And if both of you aren't working toward it, you're never really going to be successful. It's almost like that metaphor I like to use of two people in a boat. You both have an oar, but if only one's rowing, you're just going to go around in circles. Like I said, this is a deep connection. And I feel like this person is finally going to let go of all those, negative thinking that's holding them back. Because at the end of the day, they're realizing that the only thing holding them back is themselves. This person wants to move forward. This person wants to be happy. And I feel like once they open up, I feel like they're going to feel a lot better about it. You're going to feel a lot better about it. And I feel like it's going to be followed up with a very serious offer. They always wanted to be with you. They just didn't know how to tell you. You know, I feel like that fear has been eating away at them. But like I said, you make them happy. You know, at the end of the day, they don't want to lose how you make them feel. They don't want to have to, you know what I mean? Like sometimes our head gets in the way. Our heart can be all in, but our head can be in the way. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on with this person. That's why you feel that connection to this person. That's why you feel connected. You feel that chemistry. You feel like this could be something very special. And you're right. But until they embrace it, until they acknowledge it, all it is a feeling. I mean, they've been holding back for way too long. You know, they knew what they wanted. And I feel like they knew what they wanted very quickly. And they've been fighting this. But like I said, I feel like some of it, too, is an establishment of trust. I mean, I feel like over time, we establish trust with each other to the point where we feel more comfortable. You know, it's almost like when you're with someone you just met, you kind of put your best foot forward, even if they're your friend. You know, you try to look your best. You try to, but then when, it's like, think about a regular friend, just a regular person you just met that's your friend. And then think about your best friend. Now think about how comfortable you are in front of your best friend. I mean, I've walked around in my boxers in front of my best friend. That's not something I would do with somebody I just met. You know what I mean? It's establishing trust. And the more you can trust each other, the more you feel comfortable opening up. Like with my best friend, I can tell my best friend anything. Absolutely anything. It doesn't bother me. You know, when you first meet a friend, obviously there's parts where, you are being honest. It's not that you're not being honest. It's just sometimes you may not be completely open. Omit things. But like I said, this person is going to step up because that fear of losing you highly outweighs the fear of opening up to you. Letting go of that burden with a devil card. And I do see, like I said, I do see a huge transformation in this person once they open up, once they realize that they're not in it alone. Once they realize that, it's like jumping off that really high diving board. I mean, it seems scary till you take the jump, and then once you take the jump, you're like, that wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? I feel like that's really going to show this person that they can be honest with you. They can be open with you. They can be completely transparent. And I feel like that's going to take you to that next level. Now with this person, we have we don't have Aries. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Taking that leap of faith is harder for some people than others. You know what I mean? Some people it comes naturally to you. Some people you just follow your emotions. You follow your heart. And some people, they're practical about it. And some people are, they let their mind get too much involved. When you really want something, you go after it. When something comes in front of you that you can't stop thinking about, when someone makes you feel a certain way that you've never felt before, no matter how quickly or how slowly it happens, that's something that you never should let go of. You should always see it through. And like with this person, they were afraid to be honest with you because they were afraid that you didn't feel the same way. I feel so weird. Like, I had to go to the dentist to get my tooth taken out because it was like broken. I had it chipped a while ago. It really started to hurt, so now I have to go and get a post put in and then a crown. So if you hear me talk a little bit weird, a little whistly, dentists in Canada don't work fast. They take their time. I really didn't want to do it because I didn't really want to do videos like that, but it is what it is. But like I said, it's one of those things where you just gotta, some people get to the same conclusion as you do. It just takes them a little bit longer. Like I said, the more they trust you, the more they're going to open up to you. And like I said, I do feel like they are going to be opening up to you and they're going to finally confess how they truly feel about you. And it's going to be genuine and it's going to be honest. And I feel like it's going to make them feel better. That's the problem with a lot of people too, is that we hold back thinking that we're doing ourselves a favor. And sometimes we're giving the wrong message to the person that we care about. Feeling like we're not that into it, or feeling like they made a mistake. I mean, I kind of feel the energy of that read. I mean, like I've talked about before, there's been times when I felt something for someone and I didn't say anything. And it took me a long time to really come out there, because sometimes for some people it is harder to express emotions because it's almost sacred to us. And if we open ourselves up to the wrong people, we allow ourselves to be vulnerable. And sometimes that's the biggest fear. It's not the fact that we're afraid to love someone. It's afraid that it's the fear that they won't love us back. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.